Let's see, can this work? Nope, obviously not. Okay, that's better, huh? Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Michelle, and I will be your host for today. So today we will be obviously working on our Soul of Yokai game. Continuing this story with this really dumb main character. But, you know, always gotta have those dumb main character or female leads in these kinds of, what's it called? Otome games. I guess you can't have an Otome game without one, so let us get started. Let's see what is going on. Why are there so many microphones? What microphone are you? How many microphones do I have? That's that one. That's that one. I think we only need one. But we shall see. Okay, hopefully this works for everyone. Let me know if you guys can hear. It doesn't look like anyone's joined yet, so I'm going to assume that everything is a-okay so far. Let's transition to that. And we will get started, I suppose. Let's see. Did it transition? I assume so. Ooh, we get to our Yukiona and Yukio. I don't remember these people's names. Okay, we will be continuing on with our 2 tickets. Oh my goodness, I just realized I have no water, people. Done, done, done! Okay, so I get the feeling that, shit's about to go down. We may be in a tricky situation, but we have to pull through somehow. Okay. We've overcome challenges before. We can do it again. We just need a plan. The atmosphere around the table slightly lifts. True Wolf is right. He growls energetically. Here's what we know. We've got this theory Sakuya crawled out of the past, and he's causing trouble in the human world with these sketchy vials. Also, this version of Sakuya has not yet committed a massacre. Although that may just be a matter of time. There are more humans around now than 100 years ago. And yet Sakuya isn't attacking them openly. He's working in the shadows. There's something bigger going on here. But something is kind of strange. Yukio looks around the table. The past Sakuya. Oh, I think I've messed up Yukio's voice. Let's see. Let's try this again. The past Sakuya should have a lot of trouble navigating the modern world. Yet he seems to be getting around without any problems. Hayate sets his hand down on the table. Seems to me like Sakuya has a partner in crime. I remember my interaction with Sakuya from a few days before. That's right! I saw a man at the sacred tree handing Sakuya one of the vials. Someone who can use the tree would be connected to both the human and yokai worlds. But that tree holds the power of the gods. Something clicks in my mind. When I think about it, Taman always seems to appear not long after Sakuya causes trouble. Speaking of gods, I think there may be a connection between Sakuya and the kami on Tengu Mountain. A dark look passes over Yukio and Karasu. Hayato crosses his arms. Explain. That kami came to me several times and offered to change me into a yokai. What? I instantly hold up my hands to stop any potential aggravation. He said he could do it at the cost of my soul, but I turned him down. Why the hell didn't you say anything before? He seemed like he wanted to help me, and I was trying to see the best in him. Yeah. Always trying to see the best in people, but, you know, never exactly working out. Nakudai? Do you want to go outside? Oh, hold on. BRB peoples. And I'm back. Okay, where were we? Hayato sighs, but can't hide his look of concern. Well, that's the final piece in this messed up puzzle. What is? Only fallen gods who no longer receive prayers would be desperate enough to collect souls. With enough high quality souls, they get their full powers back. We boarded up the shrine, but it looks like that wasn't enough. Karasu sneaks a glance over. Karasu sneaks a glance towards Yukio. The Yukioto. Yuki Toko, apparently. Okay. The Yuki Toko is tense, sitting with his fists clenched. If that monster gets his powers back, horror and tragedy will come to both the yokai and human worlds. On his own, it would be difficult for the kami to collect souls in his current state. But if he really is working with Sakuya, we're in deeper into this mess than we thought.
We have to do something, and fast! Wait a minute. Hayato, you said the kami would need high-quality souls to get his power back. We could use that to figure out their next target. Hayato gives me an impressed look.
Oh, impressive. Well, look at that. True Wolf is using her head. Excuse me, what head?
Hey!
Damn right. We could use that knowledge against them. Good job, True Wolf.
He gives me a pleased smirk that sends my heart fluttering. Oh my goodness. He's
What's it called?
complimenting me. Oh, how nice.
Though I feel like she isn't worthy of the compliment. But you know, we'll continue. It's fine. It's fine.
But what kind of person has a soul of high quality? As soon as the words leave my mouth, I get the feeling that I already knew.
The highest quality soul would come from a powerful human, or even part human. Someone with a hell of a lot of power over both themselves and others.
Karasu and Yukio look to Hayato in silence. Someone like... A loud knock on the door makes us all jump.
Yukio, open this door. Yukio, open this door immediately!
Panic flashes briefly across Yukio's face.
It's Yukina! Hide!
Yukio scrambles to the door to deal with his sister. Yukina and Yukio aren't on the best of terms right now. It's for the best if she doesn't know that any of us are here with him.
Just a moment, Yukina.
Karasu pulls his wings close and curls up under the low table. I scan the room, looking for wherever Hayato disappeared to. Psst! Hayato! There's a creak in the wardrobe behind me.
Damn it, True Wolf. Stop looking like a damn deer in the headlights.
There's a strong grip on my arm, and I'm yanked into the wardrobe.
Ooh. Are we getting some close time?
A hand clamps over my mouth. Hayato shoves aside Yukio's clothes to squeeze me into the small space with him.
Shh!
He shifts, accidentally pressing me against the side of the wardrobe. My face flushes immediately when I feel his breath on my skin. With a large, muscular frame like his, I don't know if both of us can fit.
There's no room in here. Wrap your arms around me.
What? This might be the only way we can fit comfortably in here.
I mean, got no choice, but sure.
I feel myself blushing at the implication. No, it'll be fine. I squirm, struggling to make room. In the end, we make it work, but settle uncomfortably in the cramped space. What's this? Is this a picture? I squint in the dim light to see some familiar faces. There's Yukio, Karasu, and Sakuya. They look younger. Then there's a human girl? She looks familiar, but I can't recall where I might have seen her. My attention then goes to a small crack in the closet door. I peer through, able to see partly what's going on.
It took you quite some time to unlock the door, Yukio. Although I'm not here to complain, I'm glad you came back. You can uphold your responsibility as a Yukitoko properly now. While you're at it, I think you should also leave your deadbeat friends.
I knew she didn't like me, but what's wrong with Karasu and Hayato?
Karasu is family, and Hayato is leader of the Yokai. Surely there's nothing wrong with our friendship.
Yukio sounds tense, like he's just going along with Yukina to appease her.
It was fine when it was good for business, but Hayato is on his way out. He's brought nothing but chaos. I've heard that he will soon be replaced. The new contender is rich, almost important. The new contender is rich, has important contacts, and most of all,
Yukina can barely hide her delight.
It's our business partner, Mr. Uso.
That weird old man I met in Yukio's shop?
You must be joking. He's a cutthroat businessman who would do anything to make a profit. Someone like him can't possibly bring prosperity or peace to the yokai world.
Yukina's tone turns icy.
Oh, and what would you know about prosperity? You hired a human who brought ruin to our business. I told you, True Wolf didn't. Enough! I'm tired of hearing your madness.
I watch as Yukina moves to the open door.
Consider your position, Yukio. Find me when you get rid of those bad influences once and for all.
The door shuts behind her, but it stays uncomfortably silent until Yukio finally speaks.
You all can come out now.
His voice sounds hollow.
Boo-hoo.
I push open the doors, and Hayato and I step out of the wardrobe. Karasu and Yukio can't meet our eyes. Hayato, meanwhile, has a dark look on his face. He must be feeling terrible about what Yukina said. There's no way that old man could be a ruler.
Ugh, I just choked on my own spit.
There's no way that old man can be a ruler.
Even so, sounds like he can handle doing business with humans. If he's got connections to bring together the yokai and human worlds.
Is Hayato seriously doubting himself now? Hayato, listen to yourself. You dreamed of becoming ruler your whole life, and you finally got it. Not to mention how hard you must have been trying despite all the chaos. The room remains quiet, but I press on. What about your goal? You wanted to show the yokai the power of a hanyo. Hayato finally looks at me with a rare gentleness. He takes a deep breath and smooths his hair.
Damn. You're right, True Wolf. Seems I lost myself for a second there.
Hayato straightens up, his doubt now replaced by fiery resolve.
We'll crush Sakuya's antics and bring peace to both yokai and humans. That'll show everyone what their true leader is capable of.
Hayato's renewed enthusiasm helps lift the mood. Great! I was able to pull Hayato back on his feet.
Let's get a plan in motion. True Wolf already refused the kami. Karasu is still a wanted criminal, and Yukio...
Hayato breaks off, his tone softening.
Tomorrow. It's that day, isn't it? Yes, it's the anniversary of my father's death. There will be a small ceremony to attend.
I feel a pang of sadness for Yukio. We have to stop this kami so no one else is lost like Yukio's father. Hayato nods solemnly.
So, if the kami and Sakuya are after a worthy soul, then let's give 'em what they want. Me as bait. We can lure them out in the yokai world and let them get me. When we've got them hooked, we can finally wreck their plans.
I'm worried, but Hayato is our only option. I can only trust the boys at this point, and myself.
No, we can't trust you at all. Sorry, female lead. We've got a plan. We've got a plan, then.
Karasu nods.
I heard rumors that someone who looks like me is causing trouble near Tengu village. That must be Sakuya. I have to investigate. It'll be easier under the cover of darkness, so I'll head out now.
Good luck, Karasu. Karasu gives a nod and takes his leave.
True Wolf and I go to the fallen kami shrine tomorrow. For now, better get some rest.
Yukio smiles.
Luckily, my bed is big enough for 3. Ooh, a threesome? I think this might get a little toasty, guys.
Hayato spreads out on the bed without any further invitation. Yukio sits gracefully as he beckons at me.
Come on, princess.
I blush as I move towards the bed. Should I sleep next to Yukio or Hayate? Or Hayato?
I think you should sleep right in the middle. That way you can sleep next to both of them. I mean, that's only right, right? Hey, Mike. Yeah, we should definitely make this hentai. Should I start reading what's should I start making up the hentai part of this? I'll probably get canceled though. Let's see. Should we sleep next to Yukio, next to Hayato? Decisions. I still say we should sleep right in the middle. Actually, no. There's no sleeping tonight. But we will, sleep next to Hayato because he's the sacrifice. Might as well make his last night, enjoyable, I guess.
I carefully maneuver myself next to Hayato, who is taking up half the bed.
Oh, oh, True Wolf, no, like this.
He pulls me flush against him, so my head is resting on his chest.
We get a little cuddle time. Much better.
I can feel myself turning red as Yukio makes an indignant noise beside us.
You shouldn't handle a princess so roughly. Ooh, ooh. I didn't know that the female lead was a little masochist, but sure. She likes it. Now everyone shut up and go to sleep. As he slips his hand into her underwear. I mean, what was that? We've got a big day tomorrow. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess no hentai time then, sadly.
Hayato and I set out for the shrine as soon as the sun is up. The abandoned building is deserted save for a few empty vials. These are just like the ones we found before.
Well, that confirms the link between Sakuya and this kami.
Hayato's voice cuts off as we exit the shrine. A strangely familiar woman is standing out front. As we walk closer, I catch sight of her face. She looks like the woman I saw when I was wearing the kami's kimono. The woman turns and runs down the mountain. Wait! Without another thought, I take off after her.
True Wolf, wait! I agree. The night was very uneventful.
Darn, where did she go? As I catch my breath, I take in my surroundings. I ran a long way. This is the Shrine of Lost Love. There's a figure standing at the altar, but isn't the woman... It's Sakuya!
I don't even remember what his voice was. Cease! We'll make him sound like his brother, I guess. Cease your loud panting. This is a holy place.
Oh no, I'm alone with Sakuya. I shouldn't have left Hayato. However, it feels oddly calm and safe here.
If you are going to pay respects, do so.
I approach Sakuya in what feels like deja vu of our past meeting here. His eyes are on the offerings on the altar. Those were shattered the last time we were here, and by Sakuya no less. Could it be that this Sakuya fixed them? What should I say?
I think whoever fixed them is kind. Sure.
That was nice of someone. Sakuya glances at me.
Perhaps.
It's subtle, but his feathers are fluffing up.
Oh. Obviously flirting with the quote-unquote villain now. Though I don't know. I always like the villain. Villains are way better than the heroes.
I suppose suppose he's pleased? It's hard to tell with him. Sakuya? The plan was for Hayato to lure him out. But it's just Sakuya and me now. Maybe I can get some answers. Why are you doing all this? I know that what happened with your ex-girlfriend and how awful that betrayal must have been. But I know it's possible to move beyond heartbreak, even if it's hard. Sakuya glowers.
You think you understand me? Were you betrayed by the one you gave up everything for? Thrown aside for your own kin and mutilated at the hands of the one you loved?
Sakuya turns away from me, his feathers now ruffled.
How dare you presume to know how I feel?
Looking at him, I feel a sharp pain in my heart. He was broken so badly. It's no wonder he's lost in the memory. I look at the repaired offerings held together by some sort of adhesive. I may not have had the same awful experience as you, Sakuya, but even things that seem broken beyond repair can be fixed. Sakuya doesn't look at me, his gaze fixed upon the offerings.
Putting the pieces back together doesn't mean something is back to how it was before. Once something is broken, the cracks will always be visible.
I take a step closer to him. The last time I came to the Shrine of Lost Love, I was also broken. Shattered into pieces by the betrayal of my ex-boyfriend. But time and care are like glue, a beautiful golden bond. The pieces of my heart are back in place and more beautiful than ever before.
Oh my goodness. This is so cheesy. God. Why do I have to read this?
There are still scars, but rather than thinking of them as blemishes and letting them hold me back, I stand next to Sakuya, the Tengu finally turning to face me. They remind me of my own strength and uniqueness. For a moment, Sakuya's stern mask melts away into something more vulnerable.
A reminder of strength.
This Sakuya has the chance I've always wanted him to have. As I look at the scars on his handsome face, I feel a strong pull towards him. Perhaps I should show him the love he needs to heal.
No? Why would you freaking kiss this guy? Like, that just... Seriously? No. Leave him alone. Like, let him be in peace. He was betrayed by a kiss. So, obviously, like, you kissing him won't make him feel any better, you idiot.
I want to help, but I don't know how.
You could always, like, pat him on the shoulder or something, you know? Strength. I don't sense any strength from you.
He shakes his head, and his eyes narrow.
Oh yeah, she definitely loves toxic men. You've distracted me long enough.
Sakuya drops into a fighting stance. Then a flash of red knocks into Sakuya, forcing him back. Hayato stands in front of me. Hayato!
Get away from her, you overgrown vulture.
A grim smirk spreads across Sakuya's face.
Hayato, You saved me the trouble of coming to get you. Dun dun dun, sword fighting. Yeah, they want me to pay to be attached to these toxic men, you know.
Hayato charges towards Sakuya, and the two clash.
Come on, Sakuya. Is that all you've got? Wait, we missed the full body view of Sakuya, but whatever.
Hayato gives me a quick wink as he deflects a blow from the Tengu. Hayato's plan is to be the bait. Our goal is to get both Sakuya and the fallen Kami, but he's got to put up a fight to make it look convincing. Will this plan really work?
Dun dun dun! And we get intermission. Hey Mike, how's it been? Just FYI, apparently today is chocolate day, National Chocolate Day, so World Chocolate Day, not even national. It is World Chocolate Day, so obviously we're gonna have some chocolate with our tea today. You should definitely get some chocolate for yourself. This one has salted caramel in it. Nums. Though I wish it were dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's the best. Yeah, this story is kind of all over the place, and plus the main character, I don't know if you can tell from the title of today's stream, is super dumb. She's pretty dense, like bricks. But yes, let us continue on with this nightmare of a story. You know, I should probably have chosen the Otome game where I date horses. Apparently there's an Otome game where you date horses. And there's also one where you date pigeons. Wonder if I should do that one next. Pigeons or horses? Which one would you choose? If you would choose any. And yes, my mug today is Pokemon themed as per usual, but this time it is a ice cream sundae. See, isn't it cute? The pigeon one is better? Okay, we'll do pigeons next. Actually, no, we kind of want like horrible Otome games, so maybe we'll do horses next. Okay, onwards with the soul of Yokai. I wonder how long this is because I'm getting really tired. Continue. Wow, I guess it must be pretty long because it had to download. Goodness.
I watch in awe as the two warriors clash. If Hayato wants to make this loss look convincing, he's going to have to put up a fight. But I know him well enough to see that he's still fighting very hard.
Enough playing. Enough playing around.
Frustrated, Hayato dives toward Sakuya dives toward Hayato, who braces for the attack.
Come and get me then.
As Sakuya dives, Hayato flashes me a quick wink. The two warriors collide and go tumbling to the edge of the shrine. Hayato! Sakuya! There's no sign of them. I spin around in a hurry, only to crash into someone.
Ah, True Wolf.
Yukio? The shock on his face is replaced with a weak smile. Hayato mentioned this was the anniversary of Yukio's father's death. I'm surprised to see you here, Yukio. Isn't your father's ceremony today?
Yes, we've just finished up.
I almost forgot we were at the Shrine of Lost Love. It makes sense the ceremony is here.
Hang on, is that?
Yukio points in the distance. A dark figure soars towards the looming Tengu Mountain. It's Sakuya! He's got Hayato! Looks like everything's all going as planned. We have to follow them. Yukio gives a sharp nod.
I'm right behind you, Princess. And where do you think you're going?
An icy voice freezes us in place.
Yukina!
Yukio's older sister stands in our way with a fierce look on her face. What should I tell her?
We're in a hurry. Yeah.
Sorry, Yukina, there's an emergency. We have to go quickly.
Silence, girl!
Yukina snaps at me and turns to Yukio.
There's absolutely nothing more important than family. Isn't that right, Yukio? I thought you were done consorting with such filth. It seems I was mistaken. Sister...
Yukio's fists clench at his sides.
When the gathering is over, you will be banned from leaving your room for another week. Perhaps then you'll finally be cured from this nasty human's influence.
How heartless can she be?
I mean, she is a snow fairy thing, so obviously she's cold.
I'm about to open my mouth when Yukio throws out his arm.
Don't talk to True Wolf like that.
He sends his sister a piercing glare, leaving Yukina startled.
I've let you push me around, but I've had it with how you treat my True Wolf.
Yukio takes a defiant step towards his sister. Yukio?
The ceremony today made me really miss Father.
Yukio takes a deep breath.
But it also made me remember the man our father was. He wanted me to be strong, a man worthy of being the last Yuki Toko. He wouldn't want me to be pushed around like some puppet.
Yukio takes my hand.
There are bad things happening in the yokai world, Yukina, and I refuse to stand idly by and wait for others to take care of it. It's time I step up and do what I have to protect the ones I love. This is what he would have wanted me to do.
My heart flutters seeing Yukio like this. He gently tugs my arm, and we take off, racing around Yukina, who gapes like a fish out of water.
You! Come on, True Wolf.
The two of us leave Yukina behind. eventually make it to the shrine entrance and take a moment to catch our breath. Yukio, are you sure about all those things you said? I'm happy that he stood up for me, but I know how much Yukio loves his family. Yukina might disown you for real this time.
Then let her.
Yukio clasped my hand in his own.
I mean, he's given up his family for you. I don't know what this man sees in this brainless female lead, but sure, whatever.
There's a rekindled sparkle in his eyes that's been missing lately.
Honoring my father. Honoring my father made me remember my life isn't a piece in my sister's game. As the last Yukitoko, I need to follow my heart and live my own life. It's what my father did, and I know it's what he wanted me to do too. I'm sorry it took me so long to realize this, True Wolf. It's thanks to being with you that I was able to stand up to my sister.
My heart swells with pride. Oh, my baby's growing up. I'm so happy I could help Yukio find his way.
My only wish is that I did this earlier, True Wolf. You mean so much to me.
Yukio shifts closer.
Ooh, is he going in for a kiss? You know, maybe a little butt rub? I don't know.
I can show him that I feel the same way.
I mean, like, you can kiss Yukio, but I don't think this is the appropriate time, considering the fact that your friend was just, like, kidnapped and you're going over to try to save him or something, so I would suggest you do that first.
I rubbed the back of his shoulder, giving him a warm smile. It's fine, Yukio. What matters is that we only press on from here. Together. He smiles back, nodding with fervor.
Yeah, I know. Even if I wanted to kiss, I can't because, you know. Well.
Now come on, we need to hurry. We pick up our pace once again.
They were headed toward Tengu Mountain. This way.
Yukio turns to the exit, but something catches my eye. Wait, Yukio, what's that? I spot a familiar picture at the shrine entrance. It's the same one that was in Yukio's closet. I take a closer look at the girl.
Oh yeah, definitely butt rub would be extra. Have to swipe that credit card, you know.
She almost looks like the woman who warned me of the kami when I put on his kimono.
Oh, it's been a long time since I saw this photo.
That girl in the picture, who is she?
Oh, you mean Nami?
Nami? I've heard that name before.
She was a human who came to visit us in the yokai world. Everything was good between us back then. Until a little while after she started dating Sakuya. It was odd. One day she was normal. Then the next it was like she snapped. Shortly after Sakuya came back with an injured wing from a hunt. She became very upset and well, you know Sakuya's damaged eye?
Did she do that to him? But looking at this picture, everyone seems so happy. It's hard to imagine that a girl like this would do such a horrible thing.
It's still hard for me to believe, too.
Yukio looks thoughtfully at the smiling faces in the picture.
Nami loved the yokai world so much. She ate our food, studied our culture, and even wore yokai kimono to try to fit in. She used to say that her dream was to be a yokai.
I love this world too. I can't help but see some of myself reflected in Nami.
Her change was drastic and completely unexpected. It was like she became a whole new person.
Yukio trails off, then shakes his head. A whole new person, huh? I wonder if Sakuya put this picture here when he was praying.
Anyway, we don't have time to reminisce now. We have a rescue mission ahead of us. I mean, you should have thought of that before you decided to confess your feelings, because, obviously.
I nod in agreement, but I can't shake a terrifying thought. I'm pretty sure that it was Nami that I met inside the kimono with all those souls. And earlier at the Kami's shrine. But everyone is saying she's dead, so how could I have met her?
Princess, is everything okay?
Sorry, Yukio, let's move on. I'll have to think more on this later. Hayato needs us right now. We continue to make our way to Tengu Mountain. The sun is falling in the sky as Yukio and I race to Tengu village.
Karasu should be nearby. He might have seen Sakuya and Hayato.
We hurry into the village only to freeze at the sight before us. What on earth is going on? There's a grim atmosphere in what's supposed to be a normally cheerful village.
I mean, there was a riot earlier, so I would think that it'd be like,
Tengu are sick on the streets while others lay unconscious on the ground. This is a nightmare. Yukio tries to stay calm as he scans the area.
Look, there's Karasu.
Karasu is hurrying down the street clutching a limp Tengu in his arms. We call out to him and Karasu comes towards us.
True Wolf, Yukio.
Karasu looks composed, but I can tell he's under a lot of stress. Yukio and I hurried to his side.
I think we should help, Just...
Karasu! Here, Karasu, let me help!
I mean, even though she's completely useless, but gotta try, right?
He pauses for a moment, then nods gratefully.
Thanks, True Wolf.
I take one of the Tengu's arms while Yukio takes the other. He coughs violently as we carry him.
Everyone is in bad shape. The food supply here has been poisoned. We can talk more inside.
We hurry to the largest building in the village that Karasu gestures to. There's barely any room in here. We managed to find a spot for the coughing Tengu among the other sick villagers.
Thank you. I'm sorry to ask when you're ill, but I could barely get answers from the others. Could you tell us where the poisoned food possibly came from?
The sick Tengu coughs weakly.
It was Sakuya. He brought us food, said it was from the human world. He had come back from the dead and brought what we needed. We were so grateful we listened to him.
The Tengu looks up miserably at Karasu.
I'm sorry, Karasu. We were wrong to trust him.
Karasu gently pats his back as he falls into a coughing fit. Hang on, Sakuya has been supplying Tengu village with food? Does that mean he has a hideout nearby?
Yeah. Sakuya's been using a house on the village outskirts.
He must have taken Hayato there.
We were told to keep it secret. Some of us knew Karasu was still around.
Karasu looks slightly surprised.
You knew I was here despite being vanished, but didn't do anything? We trusted Sakuya, but that doesn't mean that everyone here hates you. You've done so much for the village.
The Tengu begins to cough intensely, gasping for air.
Thank you. Thank you. Rest now.
Karasu helps the Tengu lay down, then moves to the door. Okay. I think Nakude wants to go out, so I will be a bee. And I'm back. Karasu, Sakuya kidnapped Hayato as part of the plan. I bet they're at his hideout in the village. We have to find them right away. A conflicted look crosses Karasu's face.
Of course I want to help Hayato, but right now...
He gestures to the Tengu wailing sickly around us.
The village needs help, urgently. I'm sorry, but I can't turn my back on them.
I understand, Karasu.
That Tengu said the house was on the outskirts, right? I'll go now and see if I can find anything.
Yukio heads outside with a wave.
And what about you, True Wolf?
Yukio is out scouting, so maybe I could lend a hand here. Karasu and the village could really use my help. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gonna perform some magical stuff to make the... How will you help the Tengu village? I mean, I'm not gonna pay for that. Wait and keep an eye out for Sakuya. I'll wait for Yukio and keep an eye out for Sakuya. It's unlikely, but possible that he might come through town. Karasu gives a curt nod. Okay, good luck. Karasu steps toward the nearest Tengu in need. I step outside of the makeshift hospital to wait patiently. I mean, you gonna sit there and twiddle your thumbs? Okay. Yeah, that's fine too. True Wolf! Yukio comes running toward me. Yukio, did you find anything? Oh, I found something all right. Yukio's face looks much paler than usual. It doesn't look good. You have to come right away. I look back in the town hall at Karasu, who nods. I'll keep things under control here. The village still needs me. Good luck. With a last glance at Karasu, Yukio and I take off. Yukio leads me to a creepy house at the edge of the village. There's definitely something strange about this place. I've got shivers just looking at it.
The door is open, you see. I peeked inside and, well, it's pretty clear it's Sakuya's hideout.
Yukio swallows.
Let's see. Should I enter first? And, useless me. Obviously, I'll probably get my head chopped right off. Or should we hold hands? Apparently that's much better since I'm still pretty useless.
We can do this together, Yukio. I hold out my hand and he happily intertwines our fingers.
You always make me feel braver, Princess.
Together, the two of us push open the door. My hands fly to my nose to block out the rancid smell. A dim light from flickering lamps illuminates the space inside. It's empty. There's no one here but a mess. What is that? The floor seems to be stained with splashes of something old and dark.
It's better if we don't look too closely, Princess.
I take his advice and continue to look. Where is Sakuya? Do you think Sakuya took Hayato somewhere else? Yukio glances around the room.
If so, there might be a clue somewhere here. Let's look further inside, but please be careful, Princess.
Yukio and I begin our search. Things seem mostly untouched. It doesn't look like Sakuya spends much time here. Hang on. I find a massive wall tapestry seems out of place in the grim room. This tapestry is of the sacred tree. I've seen enough movies to know to check behind it. And sure enough, look, Yukio.
A hidden room. Nice work, True Wolf. Obviously. Movies will give you all the answers.
The two of us cautiously enter the secret room, the tapestry falling into place behind us. These are hundreds of terrifying masks are arranged on the walls of the room.
They look so real.
My eyes catches a face that is hauntingly familiar. Is this Nami? Why is there a mask of her here?
Obviously, it's her actual face, but Jack the Ripper couldn't have done it this time. Or what was the actual the one who wore people's skin? I forget.
Yukio steps closer only to freeze. His voice sounds fragile when he speaks.
This is a mask of my father.
But I only see an ordinary mask of a man. Do you have to meet the person in order to see their face? I can't imagine how Yukio feels seeing his father's face here. I grab on Yukio's hand.
Leatherhead? Is that the guy who wore people's skin?
I grab on Yukio's hand and squeeze it until he calms down slightly. Don't worry, we'll figure this out, all out.
Thank you, Princess.
Wait, there's one of the old lady I delivered the kimono to, Mrs. Yamamoto. But why would someone take her face? And even Mr. Uso? The horror of the situation sends shivers down my spine. Yukio's face is etched with terror. Yukio, this... A crash beyond the tapestry makes us both jump.
Yep, I think I'm thinking of the one from Silence of the Lambs.
Someone's here! Yukio presses a finger to his lips and gestures to the tapestry. We hide behind it as we peek into the main room. It's Sakuya, and he has Hayato. Hayato yanks
What?
at strange glowing bonds holding his wrists together.
Don't bother fighting. Those restraints are endowed with divine power.
Hayato doesn't look injured. I'm glad. Yukio gestures a halting arm at me and melts weight.
You really lost it, Sakuya. Don't you remember the good old days? We used to be friends. Those days are dead to me now.
Sakuya pulls out something and thrusts it at Hayato. It's the kimono Taman put on me.
I didn't bring you here to chat, Hayato. This kimono must be worn willingly, so I'll make you a deal you can't resist. Put this on and sacrifice your soul.
Hayato barks a laugh.
Like hell anyone would be stupid enough to.
Sakuya cuts in sternly.
And the kami and I spare that human girl you hold so dear.
Hayato's laugh falters. The glowing bonds on his wrist dissipate.
Now do it.
The kimono, the masks in the room, this is all the work of that fallen kami. Like this deal now, the kami works through trickery. A sudden image of Nami's frightened face in the kimono flashes to my mind. I bet Nami was tricked like I almost was, and stole her soul. And he's tricked Sakuya into carrying out his plans. Wait! I burst out from behind the tapestry, and a look of shock passes across Sakuya's face.
What the?
He looks between me and the tapestry with thinly veiled confusion. Did Sakuya not know about the room behind the tapestry? Hayato breaks into a wolfish smirk and from behind Sakuya.
Just can't stay away, huh, True Wolf? Wherever you came from, you won't interrupt this time.
Sakuya takes a threatening step towards me. I'm sure of it now. Things are going on behind Sakuya's back. He's being led along by the kami. Sakuya, don't you realize that someone tricked Nami? She never hurt you. A dark look crosses his face.
What treachery do you speak of now, human?
Sakuya, please listen. You're being deceived just as she was.
Dun dun dun! And scene. Obviously. We need to reflect on how okay, so we gotta do this thing, transition to that. Okay, cool. So at least she's trying to tell him that he's being deceived and he should stop being an asshole. But, you know, I kind of feel for the guy, but whatevs. He ain't worth it. We can't even kiss him. It's shitty that there are no hentai scenes, but we just have to imagine it ourselves. Otherwise, I'll have to swipe the credit card and, get those kisses, maybe those butt rubs if I'm lucky, but we'll just have to deal with not being able to do any of that. But yeah, who do you like most? Do you like Hayato or Yukio or Sakuya or yeah, you can kiss him if you got the money. Yeah. No butt rubs though. There should definitely be more butt rubs in this. Or Karasu. Which of those four guys would you choose to date? Personally, I think Karasu's probably the least, I don't know. He's probably the most my type, I guess, but not really. None of them for me, please. But anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Soul of Yokai. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, perhaps subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ta-ta! I hope you guys enjoyed that. And hopefully we'll do game night soon, Mike.